Are we live? Are we live?
All right, let's do this shit.
Yep, we should be live. All right. Welcome to
Wait,
the
this is up here.
podcast. This is the 11/29/24 Smackdown prediction
No.
podcast. So what we got going on here today? Let's go ahead and go over what we're going to expect, and then we'll talk about the topics individually, and then at the end we'll get to Survivor Series and whatever else we're going to talk about, because there's some other topics that we need to talk about too. So tonight, we got the CM Punk and Roman Reigns kind of clashing together, see what's gonna end up happening, what their game plan is together as far as this War Games. Because as you guys know, last week Paul Heyman brought CM Punk into the Survivor Series match. He is their fifth member for the Bloodline. So you got Sammy, CM Punk, Roman, and the Usos. So they're gonna be taking on Fatu, Tama Tonga,
Jeremy James.
and Tongaloa, as well as Bronson Reed. So that will be the thing there for that, for instance. And then we've got Jey Uso, which is in a match against Jacob Fatu tonight. This is going to be a War Games advantage match, so we're going to have that to talk about. We got Cody Rhodes battles Carmelo Hayes as well. So you guys know they've been clashing for a while. They've had Andrade and Carmelo going at it here recently, and it's been like an ongoing thing for a while. So we'll see what happens with Cody Rhodes and Carmelo. I've actually seen Carmelo and Cody Rhodes at a live show before. It was the Smackdown draft. So we'll see what happens in this one. Cody won that match, of course. And then we've got Michin, Piper Niven, Lash Legend is going to be clashing for the U.S. title. So we're going to see what happens in that. There's going to be a triple threat. So whoever comes out on top of there will move down into the bracket to advance for the women's title. And then we've got Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura. As you guys know, Shinsuke's been taking out LA Knight the past couple days, or the past couple Smackdowns that he's been back. So we're going to see what happens with that. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and check out what we got going on here.
Hello, Oliver. Welcome to the podcast.
What's up, Oliver? I think we should go ahead and talk about. Let's get the triple threat out of the way. So Lash Legend, Michin, and Piper Niven going at it. So you guys know the U.S. Women's Championship is now a thing. They also have the Intercontinental Championship for women's on Raw, which I'm not sure what they're going to do. Probably same style bracket thing for that specific title. The reason why they're adding these titles is because they're for mid-card women's champions. So you're not going to see like high-tier people getting this championship, I don't think. It's going to be like, Chelsea Green, Michin, like people like that. Heck, if Oscar returns, that would be perfect too.
Baszler. Sorry.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler, that would be a good one too, or even Zoe Stark. There's all kinds of mid-tier women's champions right now, or that could be a women's champion for the United States.
Yeah.
And then Lash, she's from NXT. They've been bouncing back and forth here recently.
Yeah. I've been watching NXT. She's part of she's part of a group in NXT. It's like a 4-person group, so there's like more to just Lash.
Yeah, I knew they had like a tag team. She had like a tag team partner when she first came to SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I think Michin's probably gonna win this one.
That'd be cool.
I feel like Michin would be a good. I should say one of the competitors for it. Like when it gets down to the final two, I could see Michin being one of those. I don't know what's gonna happen because Bailey win as well.
Yeah.
So
I swear to God, if Bailey becomes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they should make Bailey she's not really a mid-tier performer, I put her higher than mid-tier.
Okay, chat. Don't get me wrong. Bailey's had an amazing career, but she's doing awful.
Right now,
She
yeah.
could do.
There's not much going
She
for
could
her after she left
better.
Damage Control, you know?
Yeah, she's a good heel, but she's not a good babyface.
Agreed.
So I think she does not need to be in this. Like she does not need a U.S. title, in my opinion,
No,
because
I
she
don't think
already
she
won
should be
the
the
title on
first. There's other
WrestleMania.
people that should get that opportunity before her. You know?
Mm-hmm.
She's had that opportunity already, so.
She already won the title at WrestleMania, like the grandest stage of them all. Good for her. Didn't watch her match. Um,
Exactly.
that's how bad it was.
So yeah, the triple threat for the Women's United States Championship. Gonna be drawn down to the wire
I,
of that, and over the next week or two, we'll probably have a United States champion.
I think Michin's a good pick
Yeah,
for
I'm
this match.
picking
I think
Michin for this match, but for some drastic reason, it could possibly be Piper. But I feel like it's gonna be Michin.
well, if Piper like does advance, and if Chelsea, I think Chelsea Green already advanced, right? Did
Hmm.
Chelsea Green already advance?
Yeah,
Oh, that means Piper goes up against Chelsea if Piper wins.
yeah.
So this could
Chelsea
start a feud.
Chelsea advanced.
Yeah, this could start a feud between the two, which would be interesting to see.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, who
Cause them
knows
to
what they're
split.
gonna end up doing though. We just have to see how
I
it
don't
goes.
know.
But I got my money on Michin for this match. Unless for some drastic reason someone gets
Got
involved,
my money on you.
like Chelsea could possibly distract.
Oh yeah, that is fair.
Or who's
I
been
don't
after
know.
Michin here recently?
No one.
Chelsea and Michin had that garbage match though.
Yeah, but the feud kind of ended after that,
Yeah, I
didn't
mean I
it?
guess so. You are probably right about that. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and talk about this match.
What match?
We're gonna talk about Cody and Carmelo. Cody and Carmelo are going at it tonight. Interesting to see what's going to happen here because, like, they've had a match before, but I don't know what it was all about. I think it was just Carmelo getting lippy, and then Cody Rhodes did him in the main event at a Smackdown draft. I'm pretty sure it was in Cincinnati. But Carmelo, I don't know. Carmelo and that Andrade stuff, man. I was about ready to turn the TV every time they had a match for them. It got
Yeah,
so
dude.
boring, dude. And there's so much more
There was so much.
talent for them to not be fighting each other every week.
There was so much potential for those two, and they used zero of it. They used zero of that potential, and I
Yeah,
hate
they
it.
wasted what, 2.5 months on every Friday night having a match between them two.
Yes, that didn't make sense. Why
And
do these?
after
Why
SummerSlam,
give
they just
like?
started doing Carmelo and Andrade every week. That
Yeah,
was so
dude,
stupid. I don't understand why they did that. Like, there's no context that could tell me why they drug that on so long. Because now it's like there's nothing
so
going on. The story is just dead. It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
well, it was originally like, oh, you caused me to win money. You caused me the win for Money in the Bank. So now I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. And then that was the same storyline
You know
for
what's probably going to happen,
eight
though,
weeks.
in this match?
For 8 weeks.
Kevin Owens is probably going to get involved in some way. You know what I mean? I need to
Yeah.
dude, I need to brush my hair or something, bro. I need to get my bangs cut. They probably my girlfriend do that for me.
I don't know if she
Yeah.
cut your beard, then you if she cut your beard, then I'm scared she's gonna cut off your whole hair.
No, she don't want me to. I wanted my hair to be buzz cut, but she don't like it that way. I mean, it's not this. She don't like it that way. It's just. I mean, I would rather just have it trimmed up. I like the long hair. I just like having it trimmed up, you know. And then the beard thing, I just kind of let that go, unfortunately. Because I could have done that already. I just didn't have the motivation to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I get what you mean.
I was gonna keep the mustache, but it did not look right. We went and shaved it off. But yeah,
I don't have.
Kevin Owens will
I
probably get
really
involved
haven't.
with this. I look really different. Yeah, I know, I do. I look like a whole new person without it. It's probably just because I've went so long with it, you know? And people just knew me of it, like, you know? Even after getting like my
Yeah,
haircut and stuff like that, I still kept the beard thing, which yeah, I don't know. I feel better with it off.
I don't know. I don't really shave my face often because I don't grow facial hair as much as most people do. So
Yeah. So, what do you think? Kevin Owens gets involved with this match in some way, possibly.
most likely,
I think
most
Kevin
likely,
Owens is gonna get involved with it.
I
I mean, there's got to be
I
something that's
really
got to happen. There's no way they're just. I don't know. Maybe
they
not. Maybe
gotta do
Cody Rhodes
something.
will just win this.
They gotta do something to hold us over until Saturday night main event. Because, dude, if this feud is
Saturday Night Main
gonna
Event's gonna be
last
crazy.
all the way, if this feud's gonna last all the way till mid-December, it better be fucking. You better have something good in
Yeah,
there.
only a couple weeks for Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah, if this feud is good enough for us to wait for a championship match,
Hmm.
in December, then it better be a good feud.
Exactly. I don't think this will be a main event, but we'll have to see. I mean, it is Cody Rhodes, so they might make this a main event. But I feel like
Yeah, that for some reason
yeah.
make Cody Rhodes.
I mean, no hate on the guy. I mean, it's just you know what I mean. It's like they got to make sure he's in the picture every time. But now that they've got the bloodline
Yeah.
stuff going on, that's been kind of the main picture on SmackDown, you know? So they might make
Yep.
the Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu thing. I don't know, maybe not. Let's go ahead and go on to the next topic though.
All
Um,
right.
let's do Andrade and Shinsuke.
Okay.
I not know what's going on as far as Andrade and Shinsuke because Shinsuke's been going
Why
after
is
Knight here recently, so this is kind of an interesting thing.
why is Andrade going after Shinsuke? Is this
Andrade
like just a
okay, because it was Andrade was upset about the U.S. title and stuff and came up short, and now that Shinsuke is trying to take over and get involved with the LA Knight stuff, he feels like he needs to take Shinsuke out because he's in his way to get back to a shot at the USA title from Knight.
all this Shinsuke stuff feels last minute, but I like it. I
Yeah, it was out of nowhere. I'm like, Shinsuke's back. I wasn't even expecting anybody to return, you know?
yeah. No one
Especially in
knew
that
when
moment
Shinsuke
on Night.
no one knew when Shinsuke was gonna return. And that was sick. Now we just need like Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
Because we've been waiting for them to return for a
We need
long ass
Braun
time.
Strowman to return.
Braun, they never know what to do with Braun Strowman. Like when they want to like cause some damage, when they have the money to cause some damage, yeah, they're gonna bring in Braun Strowman. But like Braun Strowman isn't always like they'd never know what to do with Braun Strowman. It feels like.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that thinks that?
I don't know. I mean, it does seem like that because, like, after the Reed stuff, it was just kind of him out of the picture. And didn't really say anything
Yeah,
about why. They just kind of threw him out of the picture.
I mean, Braun Strowman had a feud with the Judgment Day, and that lasted like a couple weeks until he suddenly disappeared, and then he reappeared going up against Bronson Reed, and
Yeah,
then they kicked each other's ass, and then uh, Braun Strowman tore his groin, which literally that's an injury he has currently, and now he's out again.
I see.
Like, dude, this man does not get a break with injuries.
No, not at all.
Always putting his body on the line. That's why I like him.
Did you watch that video I sent you the other day with the them doing the Survivor Series ring team? R-Truth.
I already watched it.
He said
Sent it
John
to me.
Cena. That was so funny.
Yeah, I already watched it before you sent it to me. So
All right, so Jey Uso versus Jacob Fatu for an advantage match for Survivor Series.
so
All right, no
I
problem, Oliver. You have a good one,
heard.
my friend. We'll be live tomorrow for the Juice
Oh,
World stuff. You have to tune in on YouTube, my man. Definitely gonna be fun.
all right, later, man. Later. And for the people watching live, we'll talk about it more later.
Yeah,
We'll talk about what we're doing tomorrow later. Um, However, this match, like, I'm gonna cut ahead a little bit to like straight to the Survivor Series match.
yeah, you're good.
Um, there's talk that Seth Rollins will get involved in the match because CM Punk is back.
For sure, Oliver.
And it and dude, seeing Seth as a heel is just so good. So if he does come back as a heel, I'm cheering for him no matter what. I'm cheering for Seth whether he Punk's ass or not.
That dude, that would be epic to see Rollins do a turn on Punk for getting a spotlight that he should have had. Cause Seth, you got asked
Yeah,
first, you know, and I feel like Seth's gonna feel like not betrayed, but like you get what I mean.
yeah.
And the other question is Paul Heyman on CM Punk's side or is he back with Roman again?
I feel like Paul Heyman is I feel like Paul Heyman's gonna leave Roman because Roman is just a danger magnet. So especially with the new bloodline. So
Yeah,
while I don't think Paul Heyman is just gonna turn heel immediately, I think he's just gonna join CM Punk.
yeah, you're probably right about that.
And that wouldn't mean he would turn heel or anything as far as I'm aware. That doesn't
Hmm.
mean he's turning heel. But that would be that would be an interesting storyline, and I would love to see where that would take him.
Exactly.
Like imagine Paul Heyman
Because that would be a
pushing
good
CM
feud,
Punk.
Seth and Punk.
Yeah. Imagine like Paul Heyman's coaching Punk
And you know Seth
during
hates
the
Punk. And Seth he got
yeah,
taken out uh by the GTS at SummerSlam.
yeah.
And then Drew's like, Seth, get the over here. One, two, three. And the Scottish
The
Warrior,
USA
Drew McIntyre.
the USA like Twitter page, the USA, the thing that holds WWE every week.
Hmm.
They they mentioned Drew McIntyre in a post they made, which makes me think he's coming back.
You're probably
And
gonna
if
do
he does,
backflips when
I'm
you hear
excited.
that sword. Shing! Dun,
Yes,
dun,
bro,
dun,
I
dun, dun.
will.
Anytime, any place, anywhere, you're gonna do like multiple backflips.
Yeah, bro.
You're probably like, I don't even know how to do a backflip, but when Drew McIntyre comes out, I'm
I
100%
don't.
doing
I
backflips.
I
Somehow,
don't, but I'm gonna learn it.
your body's just gonna start doing backflips naturally.
I'll go for a run right now.
But yeah, this match is
I
gonna
actually
be
can't.
epic, dude. Jey Uso versus Fatu. It's probably gonna end up being the whole bloodline and wannabe bloodline clashing before it's over, you know?
Yeah. Do you think like they're gonna actually move on after this, or do you think there's gonna be more to the story?
I don't know what they're gonna do. Unless there's some betrayal going on. I don't know what's gonna happen exactly because it feels like they're just gonna do the same old, but how are they gonna do that? Sammy's better by himself. You know what I mean? Like I don't get what they're trying to accomplish here. Are they trying to bring back what was the past, or are they going to bring something new with this bloodline?
If they, for some reason, like make these guys team up again, and then they become Roman's bitch, I am just gonna stop caring for this because they're just gonna bring back the same shit.
Yeah, and then the
They're just gonna
bloodline's
make
gonna break up
everything.
again and da di da di da.
They're
And
like,
then
oh, people don't like the way this is going.
well,
People don't
what if
like
they
the way
all
our
start
storyline's going.
acknowledging
Let's
Roman
just,
and it's like this huge Samoa team? I don't know how that would work.
they would own every single title in WWE.
Exactly. At that point, they would.
Wait, no. Hold on.
What's up, Hollow?
So, Logan Paul podcast. I it cringes me just to say that. But on Logan Paul's podcast,
Hmm.
he said that he's gonna have a match with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, like you love to hate it, but like when there's WWE stars on his podcast, you kind of have to tune in because you do get a whole nother side of like those wrestlers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like as I was saying, he said he's gonna fight Jacob Fatu in the future, which which either means like
Netflix return.
uh Logan Paul that either means like either Logan Paul is gonna be part of a tag team, or or like the new bloodline is gonna start doing like their own solo stuff,
Yeah,
and like, they're gonna fight all sorts of creators like Logan Paul. And dude, Logan Paul versus Jacob Fatu, that match would be insane.
agreed.
Some people won't admit it, but Logan Paul is actually a great wrestler, and seeing seeing him and his athletic abilities go up against the strength of Jacob Fatu, that would be insane. I would pay to see that. Hello?
What's up? I'm still here.
Okay. You were just quiet. I wasn't sure. But yeah, right, chat? I feel like Logan Paul is a good wrestler,
Mhm.
and like seeing him in a possible match against Jacob Fatu would make a lot of money, and
Right.
it would put a lot of eyes on them.
I agree. I get what you mean.
It would put a lot of eyes on both superstars. Because Logan Paul is like a internet sensation, quote unquote. But uh, that would be insane to see. I would love to see these two battle it out.
I
So
agree.
like if this Survivor Series match is the end of the new bloodline, and then we either get to see the new bloodline members join Roman,
Hmm.
or they get their own like solo careers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You get what I'm saying? You smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah, they're gonna have him on Netflix too. I feel like they're gonna have
I
him,
saw that.
Randy, Drew's gonna return, Logan Paul. They're gonna have Roman Reigns. Um, obviously Liv Morgan and probably the Judgment Day, and I don't know who all else that we could see possibly. Maybe Charlotte will return. So I feel like she'll make a Raw
Eh,
return with the Netflix stuff behind it.
I feel like I feel like Charlotte and Asuka will probably return before Raw on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, with Jade Cargill out, someone has to replace her for the tournament. So I wonder who that could be. And then
Hmm.
there's of course the Intercontinental Championship tournament, which is happening. I don't even know when,
There's gonna
but we'll
be a
probably
weird
see
turn
Asuka.
or feud or something in the women's Survivor Series match, and I feel like Becky could make a return.
You think there's gonna be a return
Yeah, I think Becky's gonna return at Survivor Series.
for what though?
I
What
don't
what would
know.
she
I just
return
feel like they're
for?
gonna do something with Becky at Survivor Series, like a return.
I
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like with, I feel like with Io
Maybe
Sky
not.
in the match, I feel like it would make I feel like with Io Sky in the match, I feel like it would make more sense to have Asuka return maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
I don't
Becky's
know.
just doing her own thing for now. Maybe they're not gonna have a return yet.
I think Becky's just enjoying being a mother,
Yeah.
which you gotta respect, I guess.
Exactly. But yeah, this match is gonna be pretty
I don't
crazy.
plan
I
on
don't know who's gonna get the advantage. It'll probably end up being the Bloodline, like the wannabe Bloodline solos group. Unfortunately, maybe not though. It's gonna be a hell of a match though. Fatu and Jey Uso. Any match that Fatu's in is
Yeah.
gonna be a hell of a match, pretty much. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, remember when Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker did a standoff?
Mm-hmm.
If they if they actually do like solo careers, I would love to
Like an
see Jacob
actual
Fatu versus
one-on-one
Braun
situation,
Breaker.
that would be crazy.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
That would be an insane match, actually. All right, let's go on to the last topic. That would be Roman and CM
What?
Punk facing off. So, as you guys know, Paul Heyman brought CM Punk back. What was that, last Friday? And that's the fifth member for the Bloodline. So it's Roman, Sammy, Usos, and CM
I didn't
Punk.
watch.
I don't
I didn't
know
watch last
if
Friday.
do Roman and CM Punk have a past to where they don't like
I
each
don't.
other?
I don't think so. I have no idea.
Well, no one really messes with CM Punk.
Well, it's just Roman has said this on multiple occasions that this isn't like the this isn't company business. This is family business.
Exactly. That's why I feel like Seth's going to be involved in some way. Because Seth was family at one point in time, you know?
Yeah,
The Shield.
I remember the Shield. Yep.
Yeah, and like he told Sammy, you know better, basically he said that he knows Roman Reigns more than anybody. You know what I mean? Because he was a part of the Shield back in the day. That's the
Yep, I
same stuff
remember.
happened to Seth before it started happening to everybody else, like where he started doing that to the Usos and Sammy, and they all, went their separate ways. He just let the he just let everything get to his head, and he stopped worrying about, like, he just started dog walking his family around, and that's why. Jey Uso wasn't hesitant to just jump right back into it either. But it happened. Same with Sammy. He got right back in there.
Yep, now they're back to being Roman's bitch, and I hate it.
Exactly, because it's like, what do they got next for them? The same old shenanigans, or is it going to be something new? All right, you want to talk about Survivor Series now?
Yes. And also, when we're done with that talk, we can talk about the Juice World, what we're doing tomorrow for the Juice World concert.
All right.
What are the matches again? Let's start with the triple threat. The
Triple
triple threat
threat.
match.
So,
Uh, it is Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser versus Braun Breaker, for the Intercontinental Championship.
yep, so we got that. And then we also got, yeah, we can talk about that one. The Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludo Kaiser. Honestly, I want Sheamus to win, but I feel like for some reason, like, okay, so it could be hard to choose
Could
that
be
because I
Ludwig.
think Ludwig Kaiser could possibly win this one
Yeah,
just because of
could
the
be
way
Ludwig.
that it would be.
I would love to see a Ludwig Kaiser push. Because, like, I feel like he kind of deserves it with him and his girlfriend, Tiffany Stratton, both holding titles at the same time. I feel like that'd be great for both of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, dude, imagine if like Ludwig wins the championship title and then Tiffany like cashes in on the same night.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. What if like I don't okay. There's a lot of what ifs here, but what if like Ludwig and Tiffany get involved in each other's matches?
How could they possibly do that though? Like just so that they could distract for each other?
Yes. Distract the official. You know?
Yeah, that would perfectly work. I mean, see, this is where I don't know if they would do that, but honestly, and with you saying that, this is a different topic. I feel like they should bring back like the couples matches, you know? That would be cool.
Yeah. Like this isn't the first that if that happens,
Well, they
this won't be
did
the
one
first time like
recently with
couples have worked together.
Selena Vega, Ray, and what was it, Gable and Ivy?
Uh I have no idea.
I think it was. But yeah, I just got my eyes on
I
Ludwig for this match for some reason, but they're probably just gonna let Breaker retain just to do something, simple. But if I was going to have to choose between who I want to win, I would want Sheamus to win.
Oh, okay.
I would want Sheamus to win. But my brain's telling me Ludwig Kaiser's going to win this match for some reason. I think it's just
So
because of the way he's been trying to bring himself up and bring himself out more. You know what I mean? To be himself.
he has the potential, is what you're saying, right? He has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like you're not wrong. I feel like Kaiser.
Yeah, because he's been
I feel
acting
like
like he's
Ludwig
got more
Kaiser.
potential than what he has recently, and I feel like Gunther's motivated him to push off and kind of not be on his own, but like do more things for himself, because that's what Gunther kind of does for himself. Is just, I mean, he's there for him, but I feel like he's trying to make Ludwig a mini version of him. Like, step up for yourself, show your game, get your championship, and then we'll both be champions, you know? Like, he's got to step out of the
Yeah,
boundary and kind of do his own thing.
I mean, this isn't the first time friends want to become champions together. You know, uh, like that's kind of the reason tag team championships exist. Um, and then there are people who like the Judgment Day for like this is a good example. The
Hmm.
Judgment Day have held way too many championships back in the day.
Exactly.
So so I don't know. Th- I I feel like this doesn't have to lead to something bad between Ludwig, Kaiser, and Gunther. Well, but if it does, I mean that would be a great world heavyweight championship match. But I just don't see it I just don't see that happening in my
No, they
opinion.
got a pretty good bond.
Yeah.
Gunther
So
has had to put him in his place a little bit, but it wasn't anything that would make you think that it would be a turn or them, going against each other in the future, you know?
yeah, and
He's just
if
trying to.
Gunther
Gunther's kind of just building his self esteem for him, because that's kind of what Ludwig lacks when it comes to that, you know? So he's kind of trying to push
self
him to do
esteem.
that. He step out of the boundaries, but if he goes too far, he lets him know. Like, especially when he got in the ring and started spitting all that stuff on the mic, Gunther basically told him to shut up, you know? And they still
Hmm.
work through that regardless, you know?
Yeah.
But speaking of Gunther, he's going up against Damian Priest, and this could be interesting because this is revisit from SummerSlam. Is Judgment Day going
Yep.
to cost Damian again? Or, because I feel like they're not going to take
Push
the championship off Gunther yet.
if they push another like Damian Priest versus the Bloodline story, then no one's gonna care for it because like they already know who's gonna win the next match. It's gonna be fucking Finn Balor, and then
Yep,
it's gonna lead to a match and then it's gonna lead to some sort of match at the Royal Rumble or something. I don't know,
yep,
and everyone's just gonna be bored of it by then, and we're not gonna wait, and we're not gonna watch the storyline until February. Like we want to see Damien do something new, you know?
agreed.
So while Finn and while Balor has made it clear that this Finn versus Damian Priest stuff is not over,
Hmm.
it should be over.
Agreed.
And I kind of want to bring it back to the Tiffany Stratton and um Ludwig Kaiser for a minute
Hmm.
because I feel like those two working together would be insane. Just would be like so cool to see in this business. But how would they work? How would they work together?
I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Because they are on separate brands. Now that I think about it,
Mhm. Yeah, that is true.
but when have they ever actually done the separate brands thing
I don't
correctly?
even remember when they've done that before.
So yeah, they're probably gonna like if they do that. Excuse me. If they do somehow get Ludwig Kaiser and Tiffany Stratton uh in a tag team or something,
Hmm.
I feel like it'd be good to see.
Oh yeah, of
I feel
course.
like
I
it'd
think that
be
would be something people would want to be interested in to see. It would be cool to bring something
yeah,
like that back, you know?
yep. So if they do somehow make this a thing, which
It could be
Now that I'm
very
saying it
likely.
out loud, I kind of doubt that they do.
Yeah,
Um, but if they do
it's just a
somehow make
thought.
it a thing, it it'd be interesting.
All right,
It
so
makes stuff
not trying to cut you off. But we've got the
go.
United States champion LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So you guys know Shinsuke
Yes,
came back a few weeks ago, and since then he's been attacking Knight after his matches. Uh,
he
I don't
returned
know what they
last
got
week,
going
didn't
here
he?
with Shinsuke, but I think Knight's probably going to retain this. I don't think Nakamura's going to take the title from Knight yet. I think Knight's still going to be champion after this match, but who knows? Uh, but it has been a while since we've seen
Well, those
Shinsuke Nakamura. It's been months since we've seen him, and I guess they're bringing
those
him back, but I feel like this is
really
just going to be a
annoy a
one
lot.
and done type of a match. I don't think it's going to be a big feud after.
So those kinds of title switches really annoy a lot of people in the community because it's like, oh, this guy came back. Let's immediately give him a title because they've done nothing to earn it. They've done nothing to prove that they are the next big thing again, and they can earn a title.
I mean, look,
Um,
Cody Rhodes came back. They didn't just hand him it. You know, he lost to Roman Reigns the
yeah,
first time and then went a whole year and got his chance again, proved himself, and got the championship. You know what I mean? So that was a little bit different. But
yep,
like this is just kind of like they don't know where to stick him, so let's just throw him right here and then see how it goes from there.
yeah. So
That's how this match feels.
so while yes, Shinsuke Nakamura has done like a lot in this company, he's like he's really old. And well, he has done a lot in this company at his age.
Yeah,
He's gone for like the past couple months, and he's done nothing to prove like that he can be that guy again.
exactly. So yeah, I got my money on
So,
Knight on this one. What do you
all
think?
right,
Knight?
yeah, my thought is Knight. But if they for some reason like switch the ownership over to Nakamura,
Mm-hmm.
I won't be upset because Nakamura is like I'm a pretty huge fan of Nakamura, but it just won't make sense in my opinion. Well,
Not
I
at
would
all.
be excited. It won't make sense. It will not make any sense whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Because like Nakamura returned, Nakamura kicked him in the face. Nakamura gets a title. We don't know what to do. That doesn't make.
No, it don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
All right, so Roman Reigns, Sammy, Usos, CM Punk versus Solo, Jacob, Tonga Loa, and we got Big Bronson Reed. It's gonna be a big clash. Like we were saying earlier, we could possibly see maybe a turn on CM Punk with Seth. I don't know, but I feel like Seth's gonna have like a grudge now that he didn't, join the team. And I don't know. I just feel like there's gonna be some sort of like a turn with him on CM Punk. What do you think?
I I I don't know. So like, mm, Seth Seth would like I don't even know what I'm saying. Seth has had major feuds with every single person in that match, it feels like. And Seth getting involved would not be much of a surprise. But the question I
Especially Bronson
while
Reed being in
while
there.
it could not be that hard of a question, but if you really think about it, whose side is he actually on?
True.
Which side would Seth actually be on if you really think about it?
Well, I don't think he don't have a problem with Jay or Sammy. So there's your question there.
Well, while that is true, on his team is like Roman Reigns and CM Punk, and while Seth hasn't had any feuds with like the three the Tongans and Jacob Fatu, at least not yet.
Hmm.
Um, well, but the new like the new bloodline has gotten involved in his match against
Right.
Bronson Reed, and he already hates Bronson Reed. So I don't think the question is what's Seth gonna do to CM Punk if he shows up to Survivor Series. I think the real question is whose side is Punk actually on if he walks into Survivor Series.
Right. That is a good question.
So
I got
I
my
don't know.
hands on the new bloodline or the OG bloodline.
You got your hands on them? What'd you do?
No, I just feel like they're the ones that are
Their
gonna
match tomorrow.
be the winners in this match. As for the
I think I
women's,
got.
what do you think for that? Ripley's team? Or is it Bianca's team?
I think something's gonna happen to distract Ripley's team, like for example, the attack on um uh Jade Cargill.
Right.
I feel like at some point during the match they're gonna reveal who actually attacked Jade Cargill. How they're gonna do that, I don't know.
But they do need another member, right? No, it's Bailey.
It's Bailey.
Yeah, duh. My bad, my bad. I'm looking through the
They
thing
announced
now.
it on Twitter. They announced it on their Twitter and
Yeah.
on Monday night.
Yeah, so Bailey's got to join since Jade Cargill was replaced. Has to be at least, I should say.
Yeah. I feel like this I remember I said this earlier. I'm stuttering a lot, but I remember I said this earlier how like
I'm just really tired.
um I said this earlier how Bailey is much better as a heel than she is as a babyface. If Bailey attacked Jade Cargill, that would be a great transition into her being a heel.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I feel like they're gonna want her to like um be
we're gonna have to wrap this up
babyface
here
at least.
shortly, King. So if you want to talk about the Fortnite stuff, that's cool.
Uh, all right. I'm just gonna finish up this conversation real quick.
Yeah, go for it, bud.
I with Bailey being in the United States championship thing,
She's gonna
I don't think they're gonna
she's
turn
gonna
heel
lose. She's not
until
gonna. I don't think she's gonna be one of the ones that gets the belt first.
I hope she doesn't. But if she somehow does, that would be a better time for her to turn heel. Because then she'll be like, "Oh, this championship's sick," and she'll. I I don't know. A lot of I've seen plenty of like wrestlers turn heel when they win a championship. So if she does turn heel, she could probably turn heel like after she wins the championship.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So about tomorrow. Are we ready to talk about tomorrow?
Yep.
All right. So yes, tomorrow is Survivor Series, but tomorrow the co-hosts of the podcast, me and Dylan, we're gonna be watching the event tomorrow.
In Fortnite, the Juice World. It's gonna be like the remembrance of Juice World. There's gonna be Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, Eminem. It's all gonna be pretty cool to be intertwined with all of that. And that'll be on my
Yep.
main channel, Dylan 591, and King Austin will be on his YouTube channel. You'll have to come
I'm
check it
likely
out.
gonna record it. I'm likely gonna record it, but maybe I'll record and live stream.
Okay.
That might lag my game though, and I don't want to watch the event at like 2 FPS or some shit.
No,
So
I get what you
I'll
mean.
see what I'll see what I'm gonna do. I'll see what I'm gonna do on. I'll see what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
All right,
But
sounds good.
yeah, a busy day. We got Survivor Series. We got Juice World, Snoop Dogg concert. We got a shit ton of stuff, and Dylan has a girlfriend. So, uh,
All right, you can wrap it
Who
up,
knows
King.
what tomorrow?
You know what to do.
We ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, you
All
good,
right,
bro.
outro time. Go follow our socials. I am on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Dylan is on Instagram. He has 2 YouTube channels. He has a Twitter. He has a Twitch. He has a TikTok. And I feel like I missed. Right, the Discord. Speaking of Discord, join the Discord. Um, we have a WWE section, so you can keep track of WWE news. WWE recaps of Monday Night Raw and Monday Night and Friday Night SmackDown. You can share clips and photos of WWE live events. And you can join this very podcast and watch or even ask your questions if you have any. And another thing, you can also watch wrestling with the people in the server. Last thing, these wrestling is fake. These are actors who get paid to say what they say, which means you cannot get upset for what they do or what they say on like on TV or on social media, because most of the stuff that they say is something in a script and they're getting paid for it. So do not get upset with them because of something you disagree with. They're just in character. All right, and that's it. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, guys, that was the 11/29/24 podcast. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hopefully, you guys all have a great day.
I'm gonna go